Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. Right, so I'm just gonna start the video by coming out and saying it. I have beyond god tier supporters. Subscribers and my moderators are the best ones one could wish for. And this video is gonna be largely just that. Appreciation of them and me trying my best to say huge thank you. And there are several things that we do need to talk about here. As some of you maybe perhaps somehow have heard, today is actually my birthday, and today I turned 31 years old. And I don't want to get into overly sad sob stories or anything like that, but for all the good things that I had experienced growing up and in my 20s, having major attention on my birthdays was, well, never one of them. Truth to be told, I can properly even remember like having about two good, like great birthdays, which is my 18th and 21st. But never have I experienced this much love and collective effort for no other purpose than just to absolutely shatter my brain and shatter my emotions and destroy any and all emotional shield that I have had. And it really does mean a lot to me for several different reasons. A couple of them I will explain here, but let's just keep it in line with the channel. So let's take it step by step. Let's break it down. So yesterday, unbeknownst to me, JJ and JS, who are the best people in the world, and also JJ is by far the best moderator this channel could ever wish for, turned up at my place. Now, I had been told that they're basically just sending me a package, something, like, you know, a small gift, something like that, but they did end up turning up themselves, which was like over a 2-hour drive. And well, that already had made me speechless. And if you have been watching this channel, you know that that does not really happen too often. But what preceded just got crazier and better and better and crazier. And we're gonna start with a huge gift basket that I could not even like fit all the things here to be shown. But basically, most of the things, vast majority of the things in that gift basket were legitimately special, not because, you know, they're like nice or delicious or something like that, because vast majority of the things included in there are the things that I had actively discussed on my streams, like which kind of energy drinks I like, what kind of chocolates I eat, what kind of coffee I drink, what kind of cereal I like. And you could immediately tell that a ton of thought and effort had been put in picking all of the items. So that was awesome. And then carrying on, this is just kind of like a part of everything that was dropped by. I actually have that Mole Man Funko head here as well. But there was like a huge box with a ton of different gifts that were all extremely thoughtful. That birthday card is amazing, by the way. They are, well, basically my pictures from when I was trying to get some facial reaction poses. I still actually need to get to that properly because I want to get them in drawed version, but there is a JJ photoshopped my face on a Rock's picture. And there's a ton of amazing stuff. And again, what struck and surprised me the most was that all of those things do kind of speak to me. They were either specific Marvel character t-shirts, and there was a hoodie with my channel merchandise, like Marvel socks. Then there's a Mole Man Funko Pop head. There was a very amazing Marvel notepad, because I often tend to note things in my streams to remember my videos later. There is a stream deck that I need to get to setting up at some point as well. And even more specifically, there were specific gift vouchers for the takeaways that I had discussed, like which burgers I like, because that was kind of like one of the running gags. So I can now order some burgers there. And there was like a Domino's pizza box, and that was like the cutest thing ever, because there was a Domino's pizza box with pretty much the exact amount of money put neatly inside what we normally order pizzas 4s and like 2 large pizzas and a couple of sides. But all that being said, this is definitely the most thoughtful and the most I have ever received in my birthday from anyone. And that already was important. And then to top it all off, we obviously got to the cake part as well, because the cake was absolutely amazing and it is delicious. And yes, those are strawberries coated in chocolate. There are Ferrero Rochers, and the rest of the cake is absolutely excellent as well. And yeah, so that leads us to the gifting part of it. And all of this was put together by JJ, but with the help and support of a whole bunch of people whose names you can see up here. All of those people came together, again, for no other purpose, just to do something awesome for me, and it really does and did make me emotional. So first and foremost, I have to say a huge thank you to every single one of them. I think there is one name missing that I noticed, so I'm going to add it right now. But yeah, that's a crazy large amount of people. And that once again proves to me how much support I have been getting, and it definitely feels like more than I have deserved. Because we all have our fair share of bad habits, and none of us are perfect, and I never thought and never expected to think that I deserve some sort of special treatment. But I will tell flat out that it sure did feel absolutely amazing to receive it. But that is not even the end of the story. Because yesterday, when JJ and John arrived, well, first of all, I also have to acknowledge how awesome it was to hang out with them, open the gifts. Then we went outside, had a walk, had some iced coffees and stuff like that. And it was the first time ever when I interacted with people in real life that I had met and got to know through my YouTube channel. And that alone kind of made it feel a lot more real than it did at any point before that. Because it's awesome to read cool comments. It's crazy appreciated whenever anybody sends through even $1. And just views and watches and hangs out on the live streams. All of that stuff without a word is amazing. But you get a completely different level of feeling when you are actually standing next to the people who you have met just by playing video games on YouTube. And I definitely enjoy that. And I definitely wish that this isn't the last time I saw them. And I understand that we live relatively far apart and all that stuff. But I definitely would be super happy, I don't know, to have an afternoon out, go somewhere, do something with them, because they both were awesome. They were even more cool and funny and amazing than they appear to be on YouTube, which in both of their cases is quite a hard thing to do. But then there was another shoe that had yet to drop. And that other shoe dropped in the morning stream, as I normally do. Because today, even though it's my birthday, my girlfriend's still working, and I obviously just want to, well, use my day the best I can. So in between replying to all the happy birthday wishes, talking to my family, I just got off the phone with my mother, whom I haven't seen for about 1.5 years now, due to the whole COVID thing. Well, I decided that I'm going to do a morning stream, and I'm going to do early midday stream, which is going to start about 3 hours from now, or let's say 2.5 hours from this point forward. And then in the evening, I will head out for my birthday celebration, have dinner with my girlfriend, and so on and so forth. And then the morning stream happened, and the other shoe dropped, and that absolutely destroyed me. So all of these people just went absolutely crazy on the super chats and Streamlabs donations and everything else. And to a point where my stream was lagging and pretty much ready to die. By the end of it, we recovered, but it still never really stopped. So I definitely have to say a huge thank you to every single one of these people as well, because they have certainly not only made my day or week or month think I pretty much made my year, because this has been the most support, love, and appreciation I have ever received. Ever. Birthdays or not birthdays. And again, I'm not really the emotional type of guy, but it's pretty much impossible not to be in front of all of this. It's very easy to get hung up on all sorts of different negatives or nasty comments here and there, but none of that seems remotely relevant when you experience something like this. And the biggest part of that other shoe was that JJ had mentioned that they had done like a small collection when they dropped it, and basically she presented as if they collected the money for the gifts, which I thought already was amazing. And it turned out that all of the people that you saw previously on that list had worked together, deciding, picking, and basically working on all the gifts for well over a month, more than 2 months even, and kept it from me successfully. That's impressive. And she just kind of casually mentioned that there's like a tiny bit left over, and they're gonna drop it on the stream. So I expected it to be like $30 or $50 or something like that. Never in my life I expected it to be $970, like just under $1,000 that you guys collected for me, which is again absolutely insane. And it's not life-changing amount, but it is much more than enough to let me breathe a lot more comfortably, or put me to sleep a lot easier, not worrying about the next month or the month after, and just take it easier for a bit. And well, first things first, they're going out tonight, so I'm definitely going to be spoiling my girlfriend with some of that money. But once again, just huge thank you. All of that stuff was overwhelming. I cannot not mention XLR8 as well, went absolutely mental on the stream. and you just have to watch it. It's about an hour and a half long, and all of the stream is pretty much a highlight. But there is another story that I definitely did want to include, and that story came from a subscriber of mine who has been following my videos, who I definitely do recognize by name, and had absolutely nothing bad to say about. At the same time, I never really conversed with him to like a very kind of huge degree. We had talked before on streams and in line chat and stuff like that, but I wouldn't say that we were like the closest people. But his story definitely did touch me the most today. And as it turned out, this morning in particular, he was in hospital getting some treatment, and well, basically he has to spend some quite large amount of time in hospital, and it obviously can get lonely. And he wrote a very heartfelt message about how my streams help him, not only whilst he's at home, but especially when he is getting his treatment in hospital, and when he has to be by himself pretty much. And then I realized that it's a case for quite a lot of people. It might not be hospital, but it might be your bedroom. You might not be just by yourself, but that is the thing that matters the most. And then I kind of, for a moment, even felt stupid that sometimes I had thought about stopping doing YouTube videos or trying to do something else, or I felt stupid for paying attention to any negative comments or some, I don't know, spiteful, hateful content creators, which I cannot for the life of me fathom. Why would you want to be a content creator, or why would you want to spend any time of your day just spreading negativity and hating on other people, when you can focus on so many better things? You can focus on making your day better as well as everybody else's day better. And again, at the risk of sounding too preachy, that has definitely been like one of my personal changes and evolutions. When I started uploading YouTube videos initially, most of the videos that you would see on my channel, or significant part of the videos on my channel, you would see where, oh, look, I'm cool, I can do this fight with a 3-star Quake, or look, I'm this skilled and I can do this fight with a 2-star She-Hulk or 4-star She-Hulk or whatever, and look at that, I'm doing this piece of content with 4-star champions. And a lot of that content was meant to make me look good. A lot of that content had the thought process of, I'm gonna show these people what I got. And that is not to say that obviously nobody should upload whatever impressive things they do. That is to say that I had a different mindset. And that mindset was a lot more selfish 2 to 3 years ago. And my priorities were wildly different when it came to my content creation. Whereas over the last year or so, I had, unbeknownst to myself largely, and I had only came to realize that quite recently, that I had changed the videos they upload with a clear priority on make sure that those videos, or most of your videos, help as many people as possible. Therefore, we see more guides, more breakdowns, more advice type of videos, where I try to, well, spread my opinion, my knowledge, and the things that I believe to be true and helpful in this game. How to beat this boss, how to do this quest, which champions will overall help you more, so on and so forth. And that, I think, illustrates quite well why I want to carry on doing this. This, in combination with all of that change, definitely has increased my self-esteem. I feel emotionally healthier pretty much every day. My relationship is in better place than it was 2 years ago. And I would not be here without you. So as much as the person who wrote to me from quite literally his hospital bed, you guys think that I'm helping you. You guys definitely have made even bigger of an impact and change in my life. And I just wanted all of you to know that. No matter how crude or arrogant or divisive my name can be, or anything else that's not so great. Because I don't have a perfect moral compass. I'm not always right, and I don't try to be. I always try to put my best foot forward, but sometimes I slip. Regardless of all of that, I think that is the best and the biggest takeaway out of this entire experience so far, is that not only I am trying my best to help your day be a bit better, have a bit of laugh in it, have a bit of entertainment in it, maybe have a bit of self-imaginary achievement in completing a quest in a mobile video game. Not only all of that, I want every single person watching my videos and coming to live streams and interacting with me to know that you guys have made a huge, significant impact in my life, that at this point, I would not trade for pretty much any other experience I have had the honor to live through in my 31 years of life. And I have kept you guys definitely longer than I should have. And I had no script, nothing. So in front of me, I did not know how long this video is going to be. Otherwise, I would have apologized beforehand. But this was just me quite literally going through, well, everything that happened and how much it means to me. JJ is the best. But everyone around her came together are just as good and are amazing. Thank you guys. And I will see you soon. Yeah. Hope you have a great day. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information